On the Couch. I'm Nicole Farina.
And I'm Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And today we have Sean McCarthy, and he is a student worker for the grounds crew here at Rowan. Welcome, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about what the grounds crew does at Rowan?
Well, the common misconception is that they're trash and grass. What they really do is anything green that grows, flower beds, trees, snow removal, even just minor maintenance from here and there, they handle a lot of it. There's a lot of different projects going on. If you notice, there's fresh mulch everywhere. From about mid-February to up until this week, we spread 5,000 yards of mulch.
Is that all? Just 5,000?
Just 5,000.
Oh, okay, not that much.
Just the whole campus.
Yeah, just the whole campus.
And Tech Park and some other little random spots.
Yes.
And also, some students might not be aware of this, but we have a greenhouse on our campus. Now, what goes on in there? Exactly.
Well, the crazy magician, Frank Pelletowski, he's in there from, again, about when we start mulching. Right when it starts to get warm, we can keep the temperatures right. And basically, most of the color you see on campus was grown within there. Pretty soon, a plant called a hibiscus. It's a Hawaiian native plant. It's my favorite flower. Will be put a few spots all over campus. They're blooming very nice. And we did chrysanthemums. Mums will be coming out for the fall. Basically, anything you see with color, that man has grown in there and has planted himself.
See, I feel like, and this is one of the biggest reasons I really wanted to have you on to talk about this, is it's probably the most unnoticed task that goes on around this campus. And people forget it takes a lot of work to make this place look good.
Yeah, it's insane what we have to do. And the way it breaks down, there's really only about 15 guys. There's 3 guys to the
For this entire campus?
Entire campus.
Plus the tech park. Plus, who knows where else you guys are hiding.
Yes.
Okay.
And then, that's probably about 3 or 4 guys dedicated to picking up trash, 3 guys dedicated to sports fields, and 3 foremans, one of which is the greenhouse technician. Wow. So, that work gets spread pretty thin.
Wow. Now, can you also tell us about the Rowan Environmental Action League, which you are also part of?
Yes, that's the student club that's sanctioned under the SGA. And beginning in the start of this year, when I started with the grounds crew, Ed Thompson, who was working with the grounds crew at the time, it told me about the idea of a community children's garden. And then my girlfriend, Allison Weidel, pointed me in the direction of Louis Pavona and Brooke Golden, the president and vice president of what at the time was GEO, now known as REAL, Rowan Environmental Action League.
We do love acronyms.
Yeah,
It's fantastic.
It's just awesome. Nice. I would say our actual slogan, but I can't say it on TV.
Oh.
But anyway, so I talked to them about the idea of doing a community garden. This was about, mid-December. Tossed the idea around, winter and a broken collarbone later. We started to put this plan into action. What we did was we started working with the grounds crew. Frank was a big help because we knew nothing about plants, and Frank is a genius with plants. So we started in the greenhouse. First we planted flowers, which we sold throughout this week. The total was $520, by the way, from this flower sale.
Wow.
And that's just out of what's coming out of the greenhouse, right?
These were flowers that we bought from seed, and we just started in the greenhouse. Students have volunteered their time to come in and plant and water, so it's not on Frank's bill. And then they helped donate some materials in some areas, some places around the area helped donate some stuff.
So does this run through like the Office of Volunteerism? Or is this its own separate thing?
This is all just done from REAL. Like, just students that have just wanted to just come and do something. We kind of just got tired of going through channels, so we did as much as we could without getting yelled at.
Yeah. Isn't that how it goes for pretty much
successful.
everything? Yeah, we do it until somebody tells us no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
But it's worked out great. All the fruit or all the vegetables. We're only doing vegetables because fruit is normally permanent.
Yeah.
So all the vegetables are in the greenhouse right now and are waiting for April 30th to be planted. In the garden, which has been made right behind Edgewood 300 building, we have 4 flower beds made out of recycled pallets that we cut in half. Wood pallets you see that shipping companies use.
Yeah.
Hink Pavers, the guys who did the Savitz patio, they had a stack of pallets there. And I was actually on an aesthetics board meeting. And in the meeting, they were rambling on about something, so I just walked off and went up to one of the guys and was like, hey, what are you doing with these pallets? They're like, oh, I don't know. I think we just give them back. It's like, well, is there a core charge? I don't think so. You guys could probably, well, can we have them? Yeah, sure, why not? So 20 pallets.
So it's round up the hand truck and just start moving pallets, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not bad.
Wow.
Yeah, so we sat there with a circular saw last weekend throughout the rain and the madness and cut them in half, buried them about 6 inches deep, screwed them together, and 1 pallet wide, 4 pallets long beds. A couple of the ground screw guys volunteered their time either on break or off the clock to operate the equipment, and filled them with topsoil, which was donated from Peach Country, right down the road.
Nice.
Wow. And now, besides the grounds crew, this is completely run by students.
Yes.
Right, including yourself.
Myself and many others. It's just been amazing to see that, like, the biggest thing when we proposed this idea to a lot of the higher ups was, no one's going to do this. Who's going to want to work on a garden? And yeah, well, actually people do. And
I guess you'd be surprised as to how many green thumbs there are around campus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or green thumbs hiding, like people that just like have never known a thing about, you know, anything to do with gardening, have just like fallen in love with this. I mean, and Frank kind of makes it fun because he's an interesting character to deal with.
Well, it's starting to sound that way. The mad scientist with flowers.
A magician.
So.
Well, I mean, it's just like the myth on campus is that all of those little grassy plants, the laripe and daylilies, have all came from one plant that Frank took from when he was studying in Del Val. We're not sure whether that's true or not, because that's what you do with them. You split them and you clone them.
I know, it feels like all over campus those little grass patches appear.
Yeah.
Everywhere. There's more in front of the student center now, I saw too.
Oh yeah. We've mixed them around. We just redid in front of the student center.
I saw that. Yeah.
It came out kind of nice. Thank you. There was some stuff that was really overgrown that really needed to get out of there.
Yes, it did.
But that's what we'd hopefully. Rio has been kicking around the idea, and anybody out there that's watching, if you'd like to sponsor this, we'd like to be able to start spelling things out in flowers all over campus. So,
I think
that
Nicole's
would be
excited.
awesome.
So I mean, maybe the date in which Holly Bush was built along that hill there. Maybe something along some of the main trafficked areas. Just throwing ideas out there to anybody.
Maybe we write Fitz somewhere.
If Fitz would like to sponsor it, I could definitely probably.
How much? What are we thinking? $20?
Maybe add a 0 or 2 onto that. But
all right, well, I'll get a loan from Nicole, I guess, then. But tell me a little bit more. I mean, why is it important for people to really pay attention to what you guys are doing and maybe, help out where the volunteer areas are?
Well, just because, a lot of these guys have been here for 20, 25 years, and they've seen this they've been with this campus all the way through. They've seen this come from Glassboro State College to Rowan University. They joke around. I mean, some of the stories they tell me, they used to do the snow in little John Deere riding mowers with blowers in the front, covered in snow with no thing. And now we're in, full-size tractors. We got trucks galore. But I mean, if you like just being able to go out on a nice day and sit on the nice green grass, or sitting underneath one of these trees, like, it takes time. I mean, these guys are trained technicians. To be able to stare at the stump of a tree and tell you exactly what the health of that tree is. Wow. To be able to go out and know what exactly you need to do to get rid of the crabgrass, what fungus is growing, know what flowers go when and where, which ones need shade, and just the fact of picking up your trash. Yeah. Like, we're a dirty campus.
A little bit.
So tell us a little bit more about how students can get involved if they want to help out too.
Well, we've been doing what's called the Clean and Green. We're going to try to do that twice a semester. Come out for that, sign groups up. We're looking to get some incentives out there, hopefully, if anyone wants to donate some stuff. Also, over the summer, there might be some more student work positions. Keep an eye out on that, on just the student work page. They've been trying to allot us more positions, more slots, which will give us the opportunity to have students kind of learn what you're doing. I mean, it's a great trade to learn, too, on the side. And also, it pays well. So I mean, it's money. It's good money, and it's fun. I mean, the guys are priceless. It's like the stories you will get from working with these men, and then also just the fact of when you're walking around campus, if you see trash on the ground, pick it up.
Right.
Like, if that trash can in front of you is overflowed, don't just lay it on top and walk away. Walk to the next trash can. There's like 300-something trash cans on campus. You can find an empty one.
So I think the long story short is please throw away your trash.
Yes. Don't throw to the campus. Well, thank you very much. That was very interesting. And next up, we will have Joe Penn reading some poems.
I think we might have him join us. It could be a good time.
So stay tuned.